think of women who use sex to get what they want?
Slut,
But do you know women like that?
Yes.
You do? Well, how do they use sex to get what they want?
Oh, they tell you anything to get what they want.
Does it work?
It's not with
Yes.
me.
No. Well, let me tell you something. It's working on a lot of men, and a lot of women who use it are proud of it. Chrissy says she can get anything she wants from her husband, Jeff, just by using sex as a reward, or she uses sex as a weapon. Now, how in the world does that work?
Well, I don't really use it as a weapon. I think if something's broke, you got to fix it. And he's got to fix it for me. If I want a table moved and he doesn't do it, I have to bribe him with it.
Yeah, and you never fulfill it.
Well, you got a time limit.
I think the title of the show, Women Who Try to Use Sex as a Weapon. So, I mean, what kind of things do you say? Like, give me a good example of when you thought you could use sex to get what you want.
Well, I've been moving from one apartment to the other. And for 2 days, I've asked him to help me move this table. And it just didn't work, so I promised him oral sex if he helped me move this table within 2 minutes.
And she still had to pay me, and I did it. And
But Jeff, I take it you moved the table.
very quickly, within 5 minutes.
Within 5 minutes. And so now you're upset because she doesn't
Well,
fulfill
she
her
says
promises.
it was 2 minutes. I was supposed to do it in 2 minutes. I say it was 5
It was
minutes.
2. I gave you 2.
And so why didn't you fulfill your promise?
Because I gave him 2 and he did it in 5.
Whoa.
Did the price go up after marriage?
Tremendously. I understand something happened. You guys were watching a movie last night and something happened. What was that about?
I'd seen the movie like 5 times and he wanted to watch it and I said no.
I really wanted to watch it. It's a cute movie. I was relaxing, wanting to lay back, and she says, well, if you want to watch it, you got to give me an orgasm first. And
To
so
watch
it's like,
the movie?
yeah, so
He got to watch the movie.
I watched the movie while I was giving her the orgasm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Stand up.
The thing about these two.
And you know them?
Yes, that's my sister.
Sit down, sit down.
See, Jeff tries to use sex at the same thing, and it never works.
Oh,
See, he tries to use sex as a weapon with Chrissy, and it never works.
How do you know?
Because I hear
Exactly.
all the stories from both of them, and he's full of it.
he hears
And
one
also,
side of the
in regards
story.
to
Sit
the
right
television,
down.
all Jeff does is watch television. When he's having sex with her, he watches television.
No, not all the time.
Chrissy,
Get out
that's
of
what you've been telling me.
Sit down.
I want you to meet our next couple now. This is, when it comes to seduction, her name is Denise. A gal who remembers using her womanly ways to strip her boyfriend Keith from the arms of another woman. Whoa! How did you do that?
Which time?
Which time? Well, let's start with the first time.
Well, one of the times, not that actually, okay. One of the times that I did it, just an example, I've called him, my car's broke down, I'm stranded, I can't, because I just wanted him to leave her. I knew he was with her. My car's broke down, please help me, damsel in distress. And this is one of the dresses that I've used. And of course, when he pulls up, I'm on the hood of the car, and it's like, he's like, what's wrong with your car? I was like, baby, you're not here to service my car, you're here to service me. Well, he takes a look at me, and I get what I want.
And he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go. What is it about her that can make you leave another woman and come racing to her anytime she acts like a damsel in distress?
We were together for a long time, okay, and then we broke up about a year and a half ago. And she comes around looking like this. It's like it's hard to say no. I mean, I don't know too many guys be going like, "Ah, no, it's okay, I don't want it." It's like it's hard. This other girl, she's had a lot of good qualities, but
According to who?
she doesn't agree with that. But I don't know. She has some.
She's 18 years old.
All right, she's 18 years old.
She's trash.
She's trash?
She's trash.
Black there.
What did you say? Come here, stand up, stand up.
Instead of messing with other people's husbands and boyfriends, why don't you go to a self-service station?
No, you got it mixed up.
we were together, we broke up, and then I started seeing this other girl, and she just tried to get me back from
And
the other girl.
before she's
So
all
there's no
holier than thou, just a few of the examples what she's did to me. She's totaled my car. I've left her alone. She totaled my car.
She did the right thing. How far have you gone to get him back?
It's not that I've gone like to get him back. It's just to see if I could. I desperate nothing. Look at yourself. You're desperate.
Wait, I can't hear you back here.
You could
Stand up.
I'm not the one with the miniskirt trying to get the man back.
Do I?
Trying to get your man
I'm with
back.
him now. Who did he sleep with last night?
Well, let me ask, what's the girl's name?
Rachel.
Rachel. And if you had to describe Rachel, or if you saw Rachel, what would you say to her?
I would say that she's an uneducated tramp, and I'd laugh in her face because.
I'll tell you what.
He's with me now.
We're going to give you a chance to confront Rachel yourself when we come back. We'll be right back.
They've only been married 6 weeks, but already she wants a divorce. Newlyweds who wish they never got married. Next, Rolonda.
And if you had to describe Rachel, or if you saw Rachel, what would you say to her?
I would say that she's an uneducated tramp, and I'd laugh in her face because.
I'll tell you what.
He's with me now.
We're going to give you a chance to confront Rachel yourself. Yeah, we sure are. You still sure you want to say that? You want to take your words back?
Can I kill her?
Can you kill her? Well, Rachel, come on out. Get with Rachel.
Yeah.
Why?
She look better.
Oh, she looks better.
Ask her how old she is. Ask her how old she is.
Age doesn't matter. Age does not matter.
Doesn't matter?
Wait a minute. Rachel, when we ask you, what do you think of women who use sex to get what they want? Especially this lady, what do you say with Denise there?
I just think the word tramp is used for different reasons.
Here's your boyfriend getting swept away from you every chance she lays up on a car.
He keeps coming back.
So do you have any words for Denise?
See you in court.
You know something, it always kills me how the guys are sitting in the middle, sitting cool as a cucumber without saying anything.
He's loving it.
He's loving it.
No, I'm not loving it.
Well, what kind of, does it cause a big problem for you?
I'm really surprised that there's not blood yet, to be honest with you.
What can you possibly see in a woman like this when you have a woman like this? I mean, she's too trashy for you. You need somebody with a little bit more class.
All right, now listen, you know.
Explain the dress.
Keith, get it together.
No, listen, man. We've been together for a long time. I care deeply about both of them in different ways, but, you know, Rachel is just, I don't see my future being with her.
It's her week.
Denise, you identified yourself as a damsel. A damsel is a lady, and a lady does not lay on the hood of a car waiting to be serviced by a man. If you like service, you should go to Jiffy Lube.
How do you keep a man?
Your boyfriend.
How do you keep a man? Tell me how you keep a man.
Your boyfriend, the
You just
Rod
lay there with
Stewart
your legs
wannabe,
open? That's how
should
you
stay
keep a
with
man?
a lady who comes appropriately dressed to a television show.
No, why don't you ask a question
Not
before
like
you go
that.
speculating anything?
Okay, a lady wants to be serviced by a gentleman. If you want service, you should go to Jiffy Lube for that kind of stuff.
Okay, go
I love you, close-minded
Rachel, I
people.
think you need to forget this guy and move on and not be available when he comes back. I mean,
It's not that I go back just like, oh, well, I'm tired of her now, whatever. It's not the way it works. It's like, it's just that when me and her have had problems, and we had a lot of problems, it's like we'd, split up and all, and she'd see that, and then she, of course, we get along really well.
Look at his nose. She's broke it twice. I've never laid a hand on him. 7 years.
He deserved it.
From the audience.
I want to know what's wrong with these guys. These women have been doing this for years.
And men do
going back and forth. What are these guys getting out of it? You're getting aggravation from women. There's other girls out there who can make you happy, and you don't have to move their table.
Yeah, but it's the quality of sex that is what it's about, too.
Well, what in the world is she doing that makes you move tables like that?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on TV. I mean, from anything from ropes to...
I'm good.
She's damn good.
Wait a minute, did I hear ropes?
And it's not one of those quickie in and out things. I mean, it's sex. I mean, it's making love, it's sex, it's everything. It's not this little 5, 10, 15 minutes.
But do you feel that you're being used when you can only have good relationship with your wife by performing something else?
I'm using her too. I'm getting what I want too. It's not just, I'm just fulfilling her needs. She's fulfilling my needs too.
Now you can speak. Come on and stand up. Go ahead.
Y'all say y'all married couple. How many years?
Just 7 months.
7 months?
Yeah.
And you have to bribe him to have sex? That's not marriage. I mean, y'all, you having oral sex. You say she's good. Wait,
you don't have to.
You say she's good. And you having oral sex and watching a television program, and you only married 7 months?
I wanted to watch the show.
I have 2 questions. First, for the ladies or women. The way you're made up and all this, has it ever crossed either of your minds that this is sort of really reinforcing a stereotype that a lot of women have been trying to get past over the last God knows how long?
But if you can't beat them, join them.
The other question I have for any of you is, the only time I've heard the word love come up here has been in terms of making love. Is there any love involved in any of these relationships other than that?
There's a lot of love in our relationship. He's my best friend.
Yeah. With which one?
What's that?
With which one?
Well, I've always loved her. She's the mother of my child. I've known her, been together 6 odd years. But
Then what are you doing with that over there if you love her?
That.
Probably better.
Damn that.
No, it's not a matter of better or worse.
But you know something? I think what this young man asked was right, because there are a lot of women who say that other women who use sex to get what they want give other women who work hard and have good relationships a bad name. So let's talk about that a little bit more, about the esteem issue and all those other things that go into it. And then let me ask you this. When is the best time to ask your boyfriend to pay your rent? Well, according to our next guest, it's while you're having sex. We'll be right back in a minute.
Why?
She's worthless.
Who's wearing a dog leash, okay?
Okay, so you had a one-night stand, and now you're really upset because that person never called you back. If you want to confront that one-night stand who promised to call and never did, well, give Rolonda a call. Call us at our new number, 1-800-4-ROSE-SHOW. Well, if you're just joining us, welcome back to Rolonda. We're talking with women today who say, I can get anything I want by just using sex. And that's causing quite a few fireworks out here. Wait till you hear Melanie's story. Melanie says she can get Leon to do just about anything. So far, she's gotten him to pay her rent, buy her jewelry, take her to fancy dinners, all of this stuff just by promising sexual favors in return. What kind of relationship is this?
We've been together for about 3 years. We have a daughter together, and he's my best friend, and I love him more than anything in the world. And what it is I feel very open with him, and I feel like I can do whatever I want. I like to bring sexual excitement in our relationship so that it keeps it nice between us. And sometimes I do things, and I say, well, if you do this, I'll do that, or...
The only way she uses sex to me is that we'll be getting into the groove, you know what I'm saying? We'll just get into it, just getting on slow. Then she'll ask for something, pal, just right out of damn blue and stuff, you know.
Something like what?
I want to say yes. I just want to say yes just to get her just to shut up so I can get this thing on. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's basically it, yeah.
Okay, this is how I look at it. What's the best time that your man is paying attention to you, either when you're on top of him or when he's underneath you? So if you have to ask for something...
To what she's saying. I'm paying attention to the thing, you know what I'm saying?
Does he live up to his promise that he makes?
Does, but most, like I said, the rent thing, we have a child together. I live in a different place than he does. I'm trying to go to school right now. The rent was because we have a child. I'm his baby's mother. He's going to help me out regardless. I just thought, you know, it was something that I should bring up. It like
he's
that.
doing the right thing.
So nobody feels used in this situation.
No.
You guys kind of use it like sexual stimulation. Is that right?
It's more of a game sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
To my brother here, you weak. You are weak. To all the other men up here, you're weak. Okay.
Sit down.
There's no way. Listen, when y'all are getting intimate, okay, and the lady asks you a favor or something, take control. Bam. No.
To all the women up there, sex
no.
all that you have to offer. Obviously, there's something wrong if you can't get your man to do something for you unless you give him sex. So think about it.
Denise, even when I'm not giving him sex.
Say what?
He does plenty for me even when I'm not giving him sex.
So why? So why do you offer?
You shut up. You shut up. Sit your butt down.
First of all, there's no commitment on his part.
He's very
He moves out of the house a week before your first Christmas, and you've only been married 7 months?
You do not know what you're talking about.
I do know, because I've been sitting between all this.
You don't know
There's
what
no
the
commitment
hell
in
you're
a
talking
relationship.
about.
That's the only thing
You do not
have
know
in
what
common.
you're talking about. You hear one side, the other
Then
side,
why would you move out of your 7-month wife?
Because you weak.
Thank you. Right? And then I'm always sleeping with it. Can't spend no time away from.
Wait.
What do you want to say?
Okay, it's basically like this, okay? Where I've always been in the past, you know, a girl didn't even get chicken nuggets from me, okay? But then again, she has.
So you're giving her a Big Mac?
She know, but she.
Is that big?
I give her a Big Mac, yeah.
95-cent Big Mac.
It's like this. Okay?
One at a time.
She has my kid, okay?
Right.
She has my kid. I've been with her for 3 years, okay?
Yes.
All right. She's trying to go to school. Things are happening. You know, I'm going to work and everything. She has my kid. Go ahead and call me weak if I'm paying for her rent and my kids' rent. Call me weak. I don't care. All right. Y'all can kiss his ass. All right.
And here's a lady to agree with this.
I think if it works, that's why they're using it. There's two people involved here.
But what do you think when you hear about this? As a woman, does that kind of like make you feel kind of weird about this?
Using sex, I think it's quite natural, quite frankly.
Really?
Yes, I do. I think that men have strength, and that women have the wiles. And that's the balancing factor.
Womanly
maybe
wiles.
to a certain degree.
Well, there you go.
Rolonda?
Thank you. We'll be right back in a minute. We'll continue with you. I'll let you start. Whoa, 60. During the break, and she said, you know, it's so wild to hear so blatantly stuff that we do. And, you know, maybe what you were saying is that the womanly wiles, is this part of what women do? Anybody else want to admit that you do this kind of stuff? Come on.
I don't want to admit that I do this kind of stuff, but I think that what they do is not going to last very long. In her case, I think if you were more secure in your sexuality and your femininity,
you don't know my story. Y'all are so quick to judge, and you don't even know my story.
Other
what
things
I'm doing
about
is
you
legal.
that would attract him to keep him with you longer, and that you would realize that your sex is just a temporary situation, and that he eventually goes back to her. And in your case, I think that what you're doing is great. We need more black men to stick up for the responsibility. You know, I think what you're doing is great.
One thing.
Yeah, go on, Leo.
One thing. Listen, okay? I don't care what a bunch of you men say out there. Men are weak, period, when it comes to, you know, a booty call, okay?
As good as
I'm not finished.
Let finish.
I'm saying this. when the woman's damn sex you got them man up and stuff, and y'all chilling or whatever, and the women's sexing you up, she's gonna say bark, you guys gonna say bark. I don't care what you got to say, all right? Call me weak for damn doing what I'm doing. I don't even care.
Yes, sir.
I think Rachel should have a little more respect for herself and stop going back to a man who can't be faithful to her. And also this young lady on the end. Melanie. If you say he's your best friend and everything else, why do you have to feel like at that time you have to ask him for these things? Why can't you just ask him, like sitting down at the kitchen table and ask him?
This is what it is, all right? Obviously, to what this lady said, I agree with you. If it's just the sex, what else do you have to offer, okay? Obviously, I have something else than just booty because he's been with me for 3 years. We have a daughter together and we have a good relationship. What else I have to offer him, I'm intelligent, I'm going to school, I'm trying to make a good life for our child, I'm trying to stay in a good neighborhood, I'm trying to get myself educated and on my feet, and what I have to offer him is stability, you know, and stuff like that. It's not just the sex. Yes, sex is important in any relationship, and what I was trying to say before was that I just like to spice ours up. That's what it is.
That's Jeff and Chrissy.
Jeff and Chris, if you're supposed to be married, right? How is you got to do things for her to give you sex? Yo, that's the given. You get married for the sex.
Oh, we did.
What did I didn't hear it.
Well, it's for a lot more than that.
I say, but you
we married because we love each other.
We married because we love each other. We have
and we were on a lot of margaritas. No.
Y'all got to speak one at a time so we can hear you. Go,
We
Jeff.
had incredible sex, and we still do have incredible sex. It's just ever since we got married, it's been the favors and stuff, and she wanted to be fulfilled a little bit more and more and more. And I'm sorry, she gets home.
Well, you're not doing your job right.
Well, that's why I grabbed your wall unit.
Oh, don't go there.
Yeah.
Police.
So, Jeff,
Women that use sex, sex, they give sex to get what they want. That's not the problem. It's the ones that hold back to get what they want. That's where it's a bunch of because
y'all got to stop cussing on television.
I'm sorry, but that's what it is. Though they think they got you by them, and that's what they're going to do, and that's when it's wrong.
So Keith, you've been duped every time on that. So what do you say about that?
It's never been a matter of holding out. It's a matter of and this guy's about cheating. I've never. If I was seeing her, I was seeing her, and if I was seeing her, I was seeing her. It wasn't like, done,
he just can't make up his mind, that's all.
He's made up his mind this time, honey. Because you're going to be in jail very shortly.
Melanie, this is the way I feel, okay? If he's going to go out and spend $400 on a birthday present for me, the least I can do is give him something that he likes. And if it's me, he can have it.
That's right.
All right. Hey, Keith guy. I love your taste there. Why don't you be a real man? Just move them both in so you don't have to make up your mind too much,
Yeah, then we'd see some real action.
You there, miss? Why do you pick while you're having sex to sit back and ask for something, man? Doesn't that ruin the moment?
No,
especially for
that couple says it works for them.
Not every time. This is a couple times. This is a couple times that it goes like that, okay? And as far as the sex thing goes, people use sex every day to get what they want. Look at TV shows. What sells on TV? Sex. What sells in clothes? Sex. If you go out to a club, you're gonna do your hair, you're gonna put on a cute little outfit, you're gonna make yourself look as nice as you can. And just because you're not physically having intercourse, that's still something sexual.
Still
to make
using
you
sex to get what you want. Hey, Lawson, I gotta admit, talking about sex got all y'all here today. Coming up a little later in the show, we're going to meet a woman who calls herself, and I don't know, but I've never heard of this, a sex journalist. And she has a warning about using sex to get what you want and how you can use it correctly. We'll see what she means right after this. Using sex to get what you want and how you can use it correctly. We'll see what she means right after this. They've been dating for 6 years now, right? 6 years. And you say that she uses sex to get what she wants.
No, she doesn't use sex. She doesn't have sex at all, hardly. No, she punishes me by not having sex.
Oh, so she doesn't use sex to get what she wants.
Right. If I do something wrong, she'll punish me by not having it.
Well, what do you do wrong?
I don't know. If I don't show her my pager or... she gets pissed off at me during the day for doing something little, like... not shoveling off her car or something dumb like that. Later on, she'll What do you mean no?
Colleen, what are you
Later
shaking
on,
your head for?
No, but she'll like to snuggle at night now.
No.
And now, if I want sex, she won't let me have sex, but she'll want to snuggle all night.
So you punish him by not having sex with him?
Yeah, exactly. I do. And I guess what he's saying is that's wrong. That's the wrong thing to do. But when we're fighting all day, why is it okay to be all lovey-dovey at night? I mean, that's not right.
That's right.
No, but...
Does it work? Makes you get right, doesn't it?
No.
No.
Because I want it all the time. You know, I could use it
He's
3
an
or 4 times a day.
nymphomaniac.
If you're not giving him no, he's gonna go somewhere else and get it.
He
No,
can.
I
He can
can,
go.
but I won't.
He can. He can go wherever he wants to
But
get it. But if
do
he's
we want
wrong,
it to
I mean, if
happen?
he's wrong, I'm not going to give in just to make him happy if he's doing something wrong. You know? If he's
No, but
Wait,
she'll
who's
like...
this?
You do a lot of it.
Wait, stand up. Who are
I
you?
do a lot of that.
He does.
But
Who is? Wait, explain. You are.
I'm her friend. I'm her best friend.
Okay. This is Joanne, her best friend. And what's this now? Go on.
He does get upset when she doesn't do sex, but I don't think it should even bother him. If he loves her as much as he says he does, that shouldn't bother you at all.
I do love
I think
her, but
that shouldn't be a big
ever?
part.
This is ever. I mean, she
Well,
came up
friends
from
stay
school
out of
like,
it.
like a month ago, okay? The first week, we had it every day. And then after that, Sunday came, Monday, there was nothing.
Well, what did you do to make her
For
upset?
3 weeks.
because his ex-girlfriend is calling the house.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't mean I'm going out with her, though,
We just got back
or
together. We had
having
just
a
gotten back
relationship.
together.
One at a time.
We had broken up, and he started dating her. We got back together for a while, broke up again because of her, and then he started dating her again. Went to Jamaica with her, did all this stuff, and now she's calling my house. Well, that's when it started. She started calling my house. He wouldn't let me see his pager when it would go off, so that makes me suspicious.
And
so
you
why
don't
should
understand why she won't go to bed with you?
I do, but I live at home with her. I mean, I rent out the basement of their house, okay? I live there. Her mom sees me every day. Everybody sees me. They know where I'm at 24 hours a day.
Which
It's
is
not like I'm out
no,
running around.
that's
I'm
not
either
true.
at one or two friends' house, So she knows where I'm at. She knows.
That's not true.
The pager, I won't show it to her all the time.
But it is hard for women to make love to men when they're mad at them.
I understand, but why would she want to
Or when we
snuggle
don't-
with me?
No, we don't trust you. If I don't trust you, why should I have? If I'm not trusting you at that moment, why should I have sex?
You use it as a weapon because
Well,
we went
her
clubbing
she wanted to
one
go to
night,
bed and she doesn't
and
wanna have
she needed
sex.
a ride home. She was really upset. She was crying, and he tells her, "Well, are you gonna do it with me if I come and pick you up? That's the only way I will come and pick you up." And so,
And we were
that's
broken
what
up
he
at the time.
Oh, but have a seat, you guys. Boy, you guys are in the conversation.
And I wonder
now.
what we get it. I just want to know, why is she going to jail soon, and why is she wearing that dress?
Who's going to jail?
Sit your butt down.
Thank you. No, she's not. No, thank you.
Wait
I'm
a
really
minute.
glad that you asked the question.
Wait.
Wait.
Who's going to
Are you
jail?
referring to her dress?
Thank
Are you referring
you.
to her dress or her dress?
My dress, right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Who's going to jail?
I don't normally dress like this. Rachel is going to jail. I don't normally dress like this. This is just one dress that I bought to seduce Keith one night. Me and Keith have had a really wonderful relationship. When we broke up, I let him go about his own way. I went and saw the people. I left them well enough alone. I let them do whatever they wanted. He DJs at clubs all over. I'd avoid those clubs. Okay? When he decided to come back to me, here she comes. She calls, leaves messages on my machine. Horrible. Boom,
Excuse me,
I
excuse me,
effed your
excuse me,
boyfriend.
excuse
No,
me.
you've got charges pressed against you,
I don't
sweetheart.
care. Hey,
no
he
way.
left messages.
No.
He left messages
You
on
left
that
them
machine.
too. She totaled my car.
God,
she
I
threw
don't even
bricks
think-
through the windshield of my car, jumped on the
Okay,
hood like a
wait a minute.
wild woman.
Okay,
No.
shut up. I
No,
wanna
you
say
shut up because I'm going to see your ass. What kind of woman would threaten a 7-year-old? She's threatened me with my daughter. She's going to jail. I will see you in jail. I've left them alone. Me and Keith got back together. She's did nothing but torment us. Nothing but torment.
Let Rachel have a chance to
Okay.
speak.
Why?
She
She's
keeps
worthless.
Who's wearing the dog leash, okay?
She had this on when she knew how Keith used it last night.
Y'all really don't like each other, do you?
No, wait a minute. See, that's the thing.
I can't wait to spit on her grave.
Well, great, okay.
Oh, come on,
No,
y'all.
I mean, I don't. What the whole glory of it is, I don't.
She needs something.
I don't
Get your
have to
hands
wear
out of my
stuff
face
like-
because I'll rip them off your arm.
I don't.
Come on, you guys.
Wait a minute. I want to say something.
You've got things are out of control.
It's not fair. Everybody's coming down on her, not seeing to it.
This
you've
automobile
had
thing,
your day too.
No, this automobile thing keeps coming up. Let me explain
You're
this.
5 days into 18, you're drunk, you're going.
Can we speak one at a time? Just let Rachel make a point without anybody interrupting.
Yeah, because this keeps coming up and it makes me so mad because, okay, if I am wrong, any woman in this place, okay, what would you do if you were dating, I was dating him, okay, and his car broke down or something. I was at a place, he was out DJing, he needed a car. He calls Denise and asks her to use her car. And so,
at least I know how to drive.
Let her finish.
Later on that night, I said to him, I said, you know, will you come pick me up where I was at? Because he just got finished DJing. He's like, yeah, I'll come pick it. He comes and picks me up in her car. Would you not throw a brick? I threw a tantrum. And he's like telling me to calm down, so I jumped up and down on the hood and threw a brick through a windshield.
She's being very passionate.
I mean, was I wrong for doing that?
When we come back, we'll take more questions, but we're also going to talk to that sex journalist who says that kinky can be fun, but boycotting sex can be a real risk to your relationship. We'll be right back in a minute. Okay, so you had a one-night stand, and now you're really upset because that person never called you back. If you want to confront that one-night stand who promised to call and never did, well, give Rolonda a call. Call us at our new number, 1-800-4-ROSE-SHOW. Whoa! I want you to meet now our sex journalist, Susan Crane-Bakos, whose new book, Kink, The Hidden Lives of Americans, you'll soon be seeing in bookstores, on bookstore shelves. What is a sex journalist?
It's a journalist who only writes about sex. I don't do politics, I don't do medicine, I don't do anything but sex. That's it.
A lot of people like to talk about sex, don't they? And read about it.
They do. I have interviewed thousands of people. They love to talk about sex. And what we've heard here is not unusual. I interviewed a Park Avenue wife recently. She is the second wife of a very rich man, a trophy wife. And she said, do you know how I got him? She moved into his house in the Hamptons before they were married. And she said, we'd go driving in the Hamptons with the top down in his sports car. And I would perform fellatio, and his friends would drive by and see that. And they thought he was an incredible stud, so he married me.
Ah! So the sexual act made him look good.
It made him look good. The truth was that he couldn't even get an erection. But
but when is it?
But it made him look great.
How often do we, especially as women, use sex to get what we want?
All the time. Melanie said it perfectly. She said every time you get dressed and go out, you're using sex to get what you want. We do it all the time. Women do it because men are perceived to have greater monetary value in our society, and what we are perceived to have is sex. So that's.
Can you ever use sex the wrong way to get what you want? Because when we open the show, I asked folks.
I think we're seeing some examples of that.
Yeah.
And I have one question: why are you fighting over Keith?
It's not. We're
I don't get
fighting.
it. Ladies, why?
Nobody's really fighting over him.
I've been watching this totally perplexed. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
It seems to me the bigger issue here is why don't you find out how great sex can be for yourselves?
We have awesome sex.
Get
Do we
more
not?
out of sex and don't fight over this one man who really isn't worth it.
What about Jeff and Chrissy down there? I mean, they're married.
They're married. It seems to me like, they could be headed for trouble because if you get into a pattern of withholding from your partner, if it's a game and it's still fun and it's exciting like it is with these two, clearly, that's great. If that's what you're doing and it's fun and you're enjoying it, great.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get into this withholding pattern,
like over here,
trouble.
The boycotting sex mode.
I've interviewed people who haven't had sex for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. They can't remember when last they had sex. It's trouble. It's really bad news.
I just wanted to say, the young lady with the silver and the black, the topic is, thank you, Denise, the topic is what you use sex to get what you want. Obviously, it isn't working for you. You seem so frustrated. Let me finish, sweetheart.
Go ahead.
You seem so frustrated. You seem so angry. You seem so mad. I mean, if you're not using it right, why are you fighting with another young woman over a man? Let me finish. Thank you.
Go on.
Go after what you want and use it, and then think of yourself first. I mean, think of your own what you want.
You're saying she's too busy worrying about Rachel. She needs to just be taking care of her own man.
Can I make a statement on this? Okay, this is where everybody has totally got this wrong, okay? Rachel has did things illegally and where I've had to call the police, et cetera, et cetera. And as many times as I've wanted to burn down her house, flatten her bicycle tires, whatever it be, excuse me. Okay, you're right.
Oh, I
okay,
think so
but
too.
instead of me doing something that I can go to jail for, I know it makes her just as mad when I come around in a dress like this, or I say, Nicole's really, really sick. Please come bring me some medicine.
So what I hear you saying is what you want to do is really upset her.
Exactly.
So you use sex to upset Rachel.
What's so funny about the whole thing, she's talking about me threatening her child. She uses her child to get him back.
From the audience.
Good question, ladies.
You scare my child.
Excuse me, ladies. Is it about sex or power?
Power.
So she uses sex to get power.
Yes.
Huh. And also to upset.
I love him though. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love this.
I never got to you. Come over here.
Good evening. I want to know for what's the young lady's name? Denise. Denise and Keith. Have you guys ever heard of the saying, "Children learn what they live"?
Yes, and I regret a lot of things that I have done in the past. I really do.
Okay, and I think you guys should take into consideration the young lady that you bringing up, because when she get up there in age and she have all these multiple boyfriends, then you're gonna want to sit her down and she's like, "I got it from you, Mom."
And she gets it from me. Exactly. I agree with you.
Okay. We'll be right back when we come back. Yeah.
Can you ask my sister why
Travel Scrabble. America's Good Time. From Milton Bradley.
New X14 kitchen cleaner challenges the competition.
Fantastic didn't do a very good job at all. The X14 kitchen cleaner worked better than the Fantastic did. The X14 is the way to go.
They're going to snap back at me. Well, I'm just going to say what you were saying to me during the break.
No, we were just talking. I mean, not for nothing, but I have been taken away. I've gotten beautiful jewelry like you're all talking about. I've had men wine and dine me. My sex life is good, but I have never, ever had to request or get on my back to get anything in life. It's been given to me. I respect myself for that.
I think a lot of, you understand.
We're giving them what they want too.
There's a difference. One gets paid, one doesn't.
I'm getting good sex.
Wait. Stand up. I'm coming back.
You're married, so not necessarily there's anything that you're saying that you're doing wrong, other than the fact that if you have to lay on your back to get him to move your table, in a few years from now, it's hopeless, it's gone. Couple number 3, I really don't think that you're giving him sex because of a McDonald's burger. I think you really love him, and I really think the blue eyes are working for you. And as long as you're both staying monogamous, that's fine. You're not doing anything wrong. Couple number 2, everyone is picking on you because of your dress. You seem like a nice person, but you have a 7-year-old child. You belong home with your child. Nothing. Unless he has gold between his zipper, I don't understand what is going on.
It's not. No, listen. You sit behind her.
I feel the same thing that.
Sit down.
You're
No one knows anything. I apologize.
No. Don't disrespect her. Come on.
No. What was that she said to me?
What
was that? What makes you so self-righteous?
Let me finish what I'm saying.
No.
You're getting on a show.
You don't know nothing.
You are getting on a show.
I stopped dating her a while ago. It's the mother of my child. If I have gold through my legs, I don't know. Why don't you ask her?
Why are you cheating with an 18-year-old girl?
I am not cheating with anybody.
That lives 3 blocks down.
I am with her.
Then why is this girl up on the panel?
Because we are still friends. We
You're
used
friends?
to date.
Not according to what she's saying.
From the audience here.
Yes, like I feel the same way those girls do. The name of the show is Girls Who Have Sex to Get What You Want. I expected to hear that you came out and got beamers and jewelry and all this stuff. You got your table moved for oral sex.
Flashy jewelry
He
that
loves
looks like
you.
a tramp
Just say,
like
honey,
you, okay?
honey, move the table. Next time, get the house painted. You know what I mean? I'm like,
he's already done that.
I'm already cleaning the house.
if we're gonna do it, let's raise our standards. You know, it goes to everybody.
Yeah, I think that the concern here is that some of the folks I've been hearing in the audience say that if you've only been married for 7 months and you're using sex just to, like, get the table moved, then is that, you know, the issues are getting confused.
It's not like a weapon. It's a game. It's for fun.
Except it sometimes gets out of hand.
But you know, that's your fault. You don't do anything I ask you to do, and when I
that's why
I have to ask you time after time. Yeah, and if you don't move back into the house, you're not going to be married much longer. Is that what you want?
No, that's not what I want.
That's what you want. You want a divorce. You got it.
No, that's not what I want. But
You just said it.
But wait a minute.
You just gotta mellow out and calm down once
But you
in a
know
while.
something. Wait, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Now, this is more than a whoop and a holler kind of situation, because this couple walked in here to talk about something as simple as I use sex as a weapon and I moved the table and it was fun and games. But the reality is, y'all got a lot of issues you have to work through. And it is deeper than that. And it's not okay. Chrissy is upset now. She is crying. No.
Why don't you shut up?
I think that sometimes, no, come on, with all due respect.
You gotta stoop that low to a high
Wait a minute.
school make me?
Yes.
What are you feeling right now? Wait, stop. Quiet, please, and listen to her.
Because he's moved out of my house and done.
Please have respect.
He spends most of his time at my house. Why are we paying 2 rents? All the bills. We're so low. We're down in the dumps with money, and basically, I think he's seen somebody else, and that's why he wants out of the apartment.
Else.
Yeah, who's Pam?
Pam, you know exactly who Pam is.
Why did I have to go off my job to jump out from behind the bar to get her phone number out of your hand when she was
gave
giving
me her
it to
phone number.
What do
I
you
was
need her
talking to
phone
her.
number for? You got a wife.
We were talking. She's a friend. You know, I told you about her. We're friends. We talk about books.
Well, you know something.
Books.
Yes,
Wait a minute,
books.
hold on. You know what's interesting? You came on the show talking about how you use sex to get what you want, and your biggest fear is that somebody else is going to use sex to get what they want.
Yeah.
But hey, my heart is committed to her.
Okay.
100%.
You guys have a lot to work on, because this little old subject brought out a whole lot you've got to deal with, okay? We'll be right back in a minute. You okay, honey? Let's get you some things. You okay? I'll bring some. Don't you worry about that. I think a lot has come out. You know, sometimes we do shows that are just, you know, like simple conversations, and we laugh and we whoop and we holler. But sometimes they cut down to the chase. Sometimes simple things like sex are used to cover up a whole lot more. You cracked open a big reservoir of pent-up emotions here. Has sex gotten in the way of your relationship? Obviously, that's what's going on here.
I just feel like I have to keep. If I give him sex, he'll stay with me, and I shouldn't feel like that. I shouldn't have to feel like that.
She doesn't have to use it. That's not the point. That's not.
But you know something? But that's at least the beginning. Now you can get that sex out the way, still get your table moved, and maybe save your marriage, okay? Thanks so much for being with us. We'll see you next time on Rolonda.